Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back here today with more NHL 23 and our Portland Wolves 2 Ways to Win Draft Glory series. Now we are heading into the playoffs on the back end of a weird season. We did quite well, like 46, 28, and 8 is a really good season. I believe we had 100 points, something like that. I didn't look, in all honesty, in the last episode as I normally do. At this kind of stuff. So yeah, we had 100 points. Nashville had 105. So they weren't much better than us. So LA 113, Buffalo 108, Nashville, Edmonton, Boston, Anaheim, Portland, team number 7. We're the 7th best team in the league. This is the highest we've ever been. Florida, Ottawa, Arizona, Minnesota, Colorado, Carolina, Tampa, and New York. And New York win it. Philly, worst team in the league, which makes sense. We kind of destroyed them a lot throughout the season in the 2 games when we did play. So let's go ahead and take a look at this team because I don't know if you remember in the last one we took a look, and it's a very confusing team. So clearly, you know, Jermaine Regier, somebody we need to be worried about for the future. Scarlett, you know, pretty solid player, I'm sure. Halutinen, Francisco Menard, Matthew Labrie, Stanislav Kulikov, Andrew Calvert, Joaquin Ritchie, Caleb Haynes, Bryant Esch, Jalen's little brother, Colin Nash, and Nick Tanabe. If you look at this team, I mean, outside of Regier, everybody on our first line is better. Everybody on our second line is better. Our third line is better. Actually, our third line is exactly this, and our fourth line is worse. But those aren't the lines that win you games. Defensively, I mean, Vasunanov, Matanin, Frigon, DeRosier, Colomb, and Franco. It's like they've just got like elite level players in each position. Because look at their goaltending. Dakota Burke, 32 years old. Not the greatest playoffs records, though. How many playoffs have you been in, Dakota? I mean, outside of... I'm assuming this is the year... Yeah, they won. I mean, that's solid. That's solid in Philly... Yeah, in all honesty, it's going to be an interesting one, Dakota. So let's go ahead and get into this because there's no more huffing and puffing and blowing some houses down. We got to figure out if this team is got what it takes to win another cup. First period out of the way. Colum gets one. Huselius gets a shorthander. You'll love to see it. In the second period, Haynes gets 2 on the power play. Nesterov gets 1 back on Burke. And we need Danny Bradley and co. Nesterov gets another power play goal. I mean, I guess Danny Bradley's probably getting some stuff done on that. I would like to see that first line getting some stuff done. Chunger, Apple, Severson, Chung. There we go. You beauty. Now we're getting the power play goals too. So Nesterov gets the empty net, and we win that game 5-3. 3 stars of the game: Nesterov, Colum, and Chung. Nesterov with the Hattie. You love to see it. Second game, I guess, we'll go to. And we'll go ahead and simulate the heck out of this one after I'm hit the right buttons. All right. Nesterov and Cook getting goals. You absolute beauties. Second period. Scarlett and Nash get goals for them. Nesterov gets another. He's up to 5 goals in 2 games. And we head into period number 3. Halutinen gets a goal quickly. And we let a power play go to waste there. I just saw it at the corner of my eye. I was just trying to read this guy's name. And we've got about 7.5 minutes left, tied at 3. Would like to see Portland put one in the net before time ends so we don't go to overtime. But if we do, we know the type of team that we have built, and they are capable of getting her done in overtime. So let's get into it. See what happens. Game over very quickly. Who is the winner of this one? Nesterov with a shorthander. Another hat trick. You absolute beauty. 3 stars of the game. Nesterov, Scarlett, and Haltunen. Each with 2 points. Look at that boy, Ivan Nesterov, 6 points. Hat trick per game, my friend. Hat trick per game. I mean, if he's matching up with that second... If that second line is matching up with the second line, like, they are just going to do so much damage. There's just... It's so much better. So let's go ahead and head home for game number 2 or 3. Up 2-0 in the series. And we head into period number 1. Marty Hope gets the goal. Richie gets one for them. Second period, they get 3. Menard, Friggin, and Nash. And we head into the third period, down by 4. As Esh gets one back, 5-2 now. And after that Haynes goal, we need a lot more push than this. I'm not seeing a lot of shots going on that. Regier gets one for them. And honestly, 6-2 with 10 minutes left. I don't see anything happening other than maybe 1 or 2 goals on our side. Probably none at this rate. They don't even seem to be pushing. They got 6 shots in that period. Absolute joke. So Richie, Haynes, and Menard on that one. Whew, that was a tough one. That was a tough one for sure. Let's go ahead and simulate to game number 4. And hope for the best. Up 2-1 in the series. I mean, rather be up than down. No goals in the first period of game number 4. Second period, Bradley and Chung get her done, and Kulikov gets one for them. And the third period, I hit the wrong button. Regier gets one, but Marty Hope gets one back to win the game, and then we hold on as well. Love it, love it, love it. Clappy with a beautiful game. Bradley with a point and 3 hits. Marty Hope with a goal. You love to see it. Up 3-1 in the series. Heading into game number 5. Nesterov has 8 points in 4 games. 6 goals, 2 assists. 2 points per game in the playoffs so far. Why did I hit the wrong button? Every time you do, you don't understand why. And also, the remote's under a desk, and I'm not even paying any attention to it, so I just hit buttons. Let's go ahead and get this first period out of the way. Kulikov gets one, but Harding gets one on the power play, and Yarvinen as well. Second period. Well, this team really wants to go to the second round. Chung, Esh on the power play, Harding, Bradley, and Severson as well. 7-1 heading into the third period. I was going to skip it, but Chung gets another goal early, 8-1 on the power play. Can't get anything going then. Nashville on the power play. Can they get anything behind our keeper? They cannot. Looks like they've got their backup goalie in net in Barkov. And unfortunately, Nashville, it does not look like your 90 overall goalie is going to be able to get you through this. But I don't blame him. I blame it on your management because you have 3 players on your team, 1 in each position. Like major position, forward, defense, and goaltending. And then you have nobody else. Literally nobody else. Simming is complete. 9-1 win, and the Wolves dominated the game and the series, to be fair. 4 points for Chung, 3 for Harding, 3 for Severson, and the Wolves move on to the second round. 9 points for Nesterov in the 5 games. Who will we be facing next? Looks probably like Colorado or Arizona. I mean, I would prefer Arizona. Get the Desert Dogs in here. But that's just me. And it is, in fact, Colorado who will be facing in the second round. Let's go ahead and view some lines. Colorado. Cullen, Misa, Caswell, Coletta, Corey, D'Agostini, Ricci, Fistrick, Yell, Gorin, Ko, and Karen. I mean, we're still the better team. Like, we've got 390 overalls, an 87, an 85, and an 85. I mean, that's slightly better because they have a better center. And then it's pretty much the same. So, again, kind of the same story. Defensively, Squeen, at least this is like a roundabout way of having an actual set of defenders than the last team. And in net, I guess, Korobov and Schoenmakers. So, in all honesty, they're a solid team. They're not going... Again, it's going to be the same kind of thing as the last one. They won 45, 32, and 5. 46, 28, and 8, or 3, or whatever. So 86, 88, and 85, 89, 90. So they are listed as a better team, probably because they have actual snipers and power forwards and stuff. But honestly, I still think we're the better team. So let's go ahead and simulate game number 1 against the Colorado Avalanche. They somehow had a higher ranking than us. Misa gets an early goal on Clappy. Let's get it the first period out of the way. Misa gets a shorthander on Clappy, and then McGinn gets one back. 3.5 minutes left in the second period. Cullen and Misa completes the hat trick. You asshole. And we get Chung and Severson, but it's not enough. And Colorado wins game number 1. Misa with 4 points, Cullen and Caswell. Nesterov with 9 points in 6 games. He's kind of been disappeared the last couple of games. I don't like that. That second line needs to get going just as much as the first line. So simulate game number 2. Period number 1 out of the way. No goals, no points, no nothing. Period number 2. Harding gets a goal on Korobov. And we head into period number 3, up by 1. Corey gets a goal early to tie the game. And Portland needs to get more shots on net. Severson gets a power play goal. Yes, standing in the net. You'll love to see it. Colorado can't get anything going on their power play. Now 2-1. And another power play, but nothing can happen in that short amount of time for the Avs. And we win game number 2. Series is now tied 1-1. Korobov, Clappy. I mean, I would have given it to Clappy even though he stopped less shots. Like, but hey, what do I know? He played such a good game. They should have scored more goals on you. I don't know. Kind of weird that our goalie had better numbers and was not given the first star. Anyway, let's simulate game number 3. We're back at home. We didn't have the best game at home in the first round, the first one anyway. So let's see, hope this one is better. Nesterov finally shows back up, earning that paycheck. There's no paychecks. Again, behind the net. Don't know how he scored that one. But let's go ahead and get into the third period. Up by 1. Very low on shots in this game. Like, extremely low. Should have been at, like, at least 20 shots by the third period. That was the second period? Oh. Dang. Alright, well, nothing happened in the second. Somehow thought we went through 2 periods already. So we head into the third, 25 shots. Then it makes sense that we only had 10 shots after 1 period, not 2. Yeah, this must have been a boring-ass game to watch. I mean, 60 shots on net, sure, but 1 goal? 1 goal by Ivan Nesterov in the first from behind the net. Cool. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to be upset. So what is going to be all 3 our guys? No, Clappy, Korobov, Nesterov. Not too shabby. So 2-1 after 3. Heading into game number 4, back at home. What can this team do? Can they get her done? Coletta gets the goal on Clappy about 15 minutes into the first. Second period. Chung gets a goal 15 minutes into the second. And we stand tied at 1. Misa gets a goal. Of course he does. The Wolves, can we get anything on the power play? We cannot. Squeen gets a goal. Now we're down by 2 with 10 minutes left. We need to see some pushback. Wolves go straight for the jugular. Swarm them. Do everything you can. And they can't do anything, apparently. So, series now tied at 2. After 4 games. Clearly. Heading back to Colorado for game number 5. Back at the, was it Bell Arena? Ball Arena. It's the guy who owns it, right? Big Balls. Period number 1 of game number 5, 0-0. Period number 2, Jennings gets a goal. Misa gets another one. I'd like to see a Danny Bradley goal here in the third. Haven't seen one of those for a while. A Severson goal, a Hope goal, an Esch goal, hell, even a goalie goal. Fistrick gets a goal to go up. Yarvinen gets one back 30 seconds later. And Colorado on the power play. Can't get anything going. Wolves push, push, push. This one's going to overtime, I think. Definitely. Only our second overtime of the playoffs. One in the first round, one in the second. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. We need more shots as we normally do in games like this, and the game is quickly over. Coletta gets a goal for them, and they go up 3-2 in the series. Honestly, I think we should be doing a lot better. Coletta, Korobov, and Misa, come on. We had 2 guys score goals. Ooh, your guys are so good. Just do it to piss me off, apparently. Game number 6. 3-2 in the series. We need to go on. We need to win out the next 2 games. Can we get her done? Like I've said before, I think we're the better team here. Period number 1, D'Agostini gets a goal on Clappy with 4 minutes in the period. Period number 2, Vigier gets a goal. You love to see it. Somebody on the 4th line getting something done. Would like to see the 1st and 2nd line show up as well. Colorado on the power play. Can't get anything done. Snyder gets a goal. Another 4th line guy making his name heard. Harding gets a power play goal. You love to see it. Nesty, where are you, buddy? Kind of disappeared in this playoffs after the first 2 games. Harding gets another goal. And just like that, the series is tied at 3. We're heading into game number 7 in Colorado for all of the marbles. You love to see it. Chung with 11 points in 11 games. Let's go ahead and get into this game number 7, and then we'll look over stats before we head into the next one. I mean, honestly, this is it. We know what that team is. We know what our team is. We just need to get her done. Period number 1, Severson and Vigier both get goals. Second period, Cullen and Fistrick get one, but Esch gets one back. Up 3-2, heading into the third. Up by 1 goal. Yell gets a goal. I didn't even know they had a guy named Yell on the team. And I'd like to see the Wolves get some shots and actually turn it into something. I mean, literally having a shot in 5 minutes. And then we head to overtime. Well, it wouldn't be a Portland Wolves game playoff without an overtime game 7. And it looks like we lost that one. I saw it. Coletta gets the goal and ends it. 40 shots wasn't enough to get another goddamn goal. I just don't understand how that's possible. Alright, well. Looks like that is over for us, unfortunately. I'm sorry, folks. Second run exits are a thing. Kind of sound like the Washington Capitals of days of yore. I mean, Chung, Severson, and Apple, 10+ points. Nesterov with 10, but kind of disappeared after the first few games. Bradley with 9. Jennings with 9. Esch and Harding with 10 each. And then you've got quite a drop there. Bykov and Stanton with 1. Ferguson with 2. In all honesty, goaltending was alright. I mean, that's good enough to win us the series. Like a Stanley Cup right there. Those numbers. How are they doing down here? It looks like they continue on, so we'll continue on with them for a little bit. Alright, they won game number 1, game number 2. Lost game number 3. Win game number 4. Win one more. Bingo. So they move on to the finals. Looks like they'll be facing Coachella Valley Firebirds. Game number 1, they lose that one 4-1. Game number 2, they win that one 2-1 in overtime. Game number 3, a 2-1 loss in regulation. Game number 4, a 3-2 overtime loss. We head into game number 5, down 3-1 to Coachella. Can they win? They do not. The LA Kings end up winning the Stanley Cup, and the Coachella Valley Firebirds end up winning the Calder. Congratulations to both teams. Awards, as they're already handed out apparently. The day of the winner, LA ended up facing Florida, who I believe won last year. Individual awards, Saugus, Nemesis, Harding winning a Norris. We finally have another goddamn winner, and it is Christopher Harding, the James Norris winner for 2040-2041. Mr. Harding, you absolute beauty, you. Haltonen winning the Lady Bing. Calder going to Nilsson. Zeeler winning the Conn Smythe. We know how good he is. Archibald winning the Vezina. And Maroon winning the Jennings. No Vorobiev this year, even though I'm sure he did very well for himself. Bill Masterson goes to Neil. Ashton winning the Jack Adams. Yeah. I mean, I'm upset that we didn't win anything else, but I'll take a Norris. McCann winning the most valuable player of the league. He's also like 30. He's also the best defenseman. Honestly, I'll take that. Won 3 awards this year, or 4 awards this year. 3 or 4? One, I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I can't hate on that. They did what they had to do. His cap went up like $1 million, something like that. Oh, Detroit and Dallas move up. Looks good. Player retirement. Yager, Krebs, Tomasiano, Dvorsky, Johnson, Danielson, Casper, Sillinger, Wyatt Johnson. I mean, these are young boys right now. Like, these are like 20 young boys. Brant Clark, Nemec, Miller, Howe, Poitras. Goalie-wise, Wallstedt, Stammer, Coco, Blatney, Lees, Constanzo. I don't think there's anybody from our team. Yeah, I didn't think so. So no Danny Bradley retiring, which is good. Essa Pillman and... Oh man, we're losing a bunch of coaches this year. That means I got a lot of work to do. Yuri Bikov is a scout. Continues simming. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, shit. Whatever. I guess I'm just a dummy. I guess we're just going to go ahead and get into this draft and see where things go. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? Every time. We are picking... Where? 23. No, I want to view the draft class first, thank you. Oh, Aiden Bell would have been a nice guy to grab. Bobby Hall comparison. I mean, as long as he's the hockey player, not the person, I'm okay with that. Mogo. Mobility, balance, and strength. I mean, he could be a 2AD. Tripper. Oh, you're a power forward, my boy. I mean, Ricardo Schultz is probably going to be the guy I go after here. 4 years out at 18, yeah. Goal scoring, one-on-one skill balance. Yeah, you're not a two-way. Yuka Barkov. Frankie Parent. Dalton. Nah. OFD. Alright, well, we know who we're going with there. And Craig Bickle, you can... I mean, I don't hate Ling for later. All these guys look so good, and then you look at them and they're just like, yeah, I'm not a two-way at all. Ooh, Kelvin DeLuca. I don't hate Kelvin DeLuca. All right. I think we got our picks here. Same to pick number 23. We are going to skip over McGillney here. And we're going to go after the goalie and Schultz, Ricardo Schultz, first round pick. A 59 overall medium elite at 18. Definitely see a lot of growth for this gentleman in the next few seasons. Same to our next pick at 56. I do want to go back quickly. McGillney was a DFD. And Tripp was the power forward, as I said. Just want to quickly look. Yeah, Frankie Parent. Kuhlman. Oh, Kuhlman was the guy. 75. Jesus, Yuri. I don't even think I was looking at you, my friend. Yeah, I definitely wasn't. Gallant, yeah, OFD. Osa Gardner. So, I'm looking at Ling. And I'm looking at DeLuca. I'm going to go with DeLuca here. And it was only a low 4, but he's a gem. Four years out for Petterman. 5 years out for Rajala. Maxi can't skate. 4 years out at 17. Bernard Theodore, Oleg Zuzin. Okay, I don't hate Sarno. Gordo. Brian or Nabokov. So we're going to take Seti Sarno here. He is a right wing, low 9. Tis what it is, I guess. I mean, Wilcox. I mean, maybe a two-way. Seems kind of small, though. Suonin. I mean, it's a little old for what I'm looking for. I would probably take McGuire there. Three years out in Voltanen, eh? Yeah, let's take another goalie. Topi. He is a medium backup, ready in 3 years. Nope. Round number 5. Let's make this pick. Honestly, what is left? Goalie. Peretta. Nope. Honestly, I don't hate Paul for a little bit later. Hall. Probably a DFD, if on all honesty. Sophilis. Boscheman. Wasn't this guy here last year? No, we didn't take him. I mean, he's gone up a bit in the draft, but not by much. Medium 4, McClement. 5 years out, though. Mullen is 18. Wow. Alright, what am I looking at here? I have one guy pinned. Wow. Okay. Like, I could honestly just take whomever. But there isn't a lot. Emiliano Ribeiro. I would like some confirmed 2As to pick from, if actually. Oh yeah, thanks. Medium bottom 6s. Love it. How many unknown players are there? You think a lot? Oh, there's little hundreds. That's dumb. Okay. Jesus, Bill. Can't scare me like that. Alright, let's take Ramo here. Yeah, medium bottom 6. Thought so. Pick 188. 221. What's my guy at here? Dante Paul is going in this round. He is a low elite. Yes! Love it. That was the pick right there. Leonov? No, you're going to be shit. Kavasha? We're going to take Kavasha here. He is an OFD. Whatever. Sim the rest of the draft. And it's time to really think about what we're going to do here. Let me know in the comments what you think, Chung. Like, Apple, Severson, Harding, Jennings, Nesterov needs Nesterov needs a new deal. But honestly, I think Severson and Harding and some, like, they're just gone. Like, there's not much that we can do. So Nesty, how much do you want? Oh my god. I mean, good thing I have 53 million because all those guys are not signed right now. So yeah, I'm going to get into this, and then I will get back with you in the next one for the 41-42 season. I'm just trying to see. 2020. 2022 plus 25 years. So 2047. We've got 6 seasons left before it's over. So I'm really going to think about this, what we're going to do, if we're going to bring these guys back, if we're going to let them walk. We will see. But until next time, fam, much love. Bye-bye.